What up, gamers? I want you to meet Jing Yuan. Although he may look like Honkai Star Rail's version of a Targaryen, rather than summoning a measly dragon, this irradicious Arbiter General can summon a f***ing Lightning Lord. Let's start by taking a look at Jing Yuan himself. I meant his kit, you perverts.
It's a penis. Disgusting.
Jing's basic attack is Glistening Light, which deals lightning damage to a single enemy. At level 1, the lightning damage is 50% of his attack power, and at level 9, it's 130%. So as with most characters, you want to make sure his attack is top of mind when gearing up. His skill is Rifting Zenith. This deals area of effect lightning damage to all enemies on the field. At level 1, this gains 50% of Jing's attack power, and at level 15, this will increase to 120%. Furthermore, this skill will add 2 hits per action to the Lightning Lord's turn. Keep that in the back of your mind. Last but not least, the ultimate skill, which is another area of effect and costs 130 energy. This will deal lightning damage equal to 120% of Jing's attack to all enemies on the field. This attack percentage increases to 240% at level 15. This will also add 3 additional hits per action to the Lightning Lord's next turn. Also keep this in the back of your mind. Although at face value this may seem meh, the real reason Jing's giving us all an electric discharge in our pants is the Lightning Lord himself. Now, I've heard some creators say that this is a skill?
So Lightning Lord is some kind of an additional move?
No, God!
The Lightning Lord is actually summoned by Jing at the start of the battle and acts like a 5th member of your team. He holds his own spot in your team's rotation. So as long as Jing isn't knocked out of the fight or affected by any crowd-controlled debuffs, the Lightning Lord will attack. However, his strength and his speed is actually determined by how effective you are at using Stack Daddy's abilities. The Lightning Lord will start each battle with 60 base speed and a 3 attack count. Each attack count is equal to 33% of Jing's attack value at level 1, up to 82% at level 15. When it's the Lightning Lord's turn in the rotation, he'll apply the attack stacks directly to a single enemy, meaning at base value with the 3 attack stacks, he'll hit that enemy 3 times. To put it simply, if used correctly, this guy is an absolute nuke. Now reach back into your memory bank. Remember what I said about Stack Daddy's skills and ultimate ability? When used, they add attack stacks to the Lightning Lord. 2 hits per action for his skill, 3 hits per action for his ultimate. The maximum stacks the Lightning Lord can get is 10. So the goal is to get him as close to 10 stacks as possible prior to each of his turns. Hits per action just mean hits. So at base level, the Lightning Lord will hit the enemy 3 times. However, if you can get Jing to proc his skill and his ultimate prior to the Lightning Lord's turn, he will now hit 8 times. 3 base stacks, 3 hits for the ultimate, 2 hits for the skill. So the key to this whole kit is building stacks. You need to Soldier Boy that hoe. Oh, and a quick pro tip, if you're having a problem with a particular enemy, you can actually use Jing's technique, the Command Talisman, prior to the fight to gain an additional 2 attacks as soon as the fight begins. That way, if you have Stack Daddy pre-stored with energy, well...
And boom goes the dynamite.
For relics, you're obviously going to want the 4-piece lightning set, but ultimately you just want to gear up with the usual crit rate, crit damage, attack percentage, and I would put on a little bit of speed. Jing actually has 18.7% increase in his critical rate built right into his traces, so I would add a little extra to speed just to ensure that you can get your attack stacks off prior to the Lightning Lord's turn. For light cones, the easy answer is just to wail out and pull before dawn. Or if you're like me and your wife's taken away your credit card and you haven't accumulated enough good boy points to get it back, you could always try the Birth of Self, which increases follow-up attack damage. This is actually super important because all of the Lightning Lord's attacks are considered follow-up attacks, which leads me to my next point.
There is no I in team, but there is a U in team comps. Now,
I'm not going to spend a ridiculous amount of time going through the best team compositions for Stack Daddy, but there is a reason that this little furry is a part of his banner. I would argue that Ting Yun is the best character to pair with Jing, and it's not for the reasons you may think. Yeah, all the attack boosts are great, obviously. But there is some theory crafting going on in my head, and I haven't really heard anyone else talk about this thus far. But there is a sub-effect on Ting Yun's skill, Soothing Melody, which allows the buff player to deal additional lightning damage for each offensive action. Meaning, it applies to the buff player's attack and follow-up. That would mean the additional lightning damage should also apply to the Lightning Lord, being that it's follow-up damage. Now, I could be right, I could be wrong. Please let me know in the comments below if you know the answer to that. But for me, Stack Daddy is just too good to pass up on. How about you? Will you be warping on this banner? Let me know in the comments down below, and be sure to like and subscribe for more Honkai content. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.